A Quiet Place, Day 1, a horror sci-fi movie. The film opens in a New York City hospice for cancer patients. One of the patients, Sam, is in a group therapy session and shares a written piece criticizing the poor quality of care at the facility. Her only companion is her cat, Frodo. However, one of the care workers, Ruben, tries to befriend Sam. Ruben arranges an outing for Sam and the other patients into the city. Sam's only request is to get pizza from a specific location. During the outing, they attend a children's puppet show, which initially seems to entertain Sam, but she quickly becomes distressed by an unfortunate event that occurs on stage. When Ruben insists they need to head back to the hospice immediately, rather than getting pizza as promised, Sam rebuffs his attempts at friendship. As the group is traveling back on the bus, they witness a startling scene unfolding outside. Meteors are falling from the sky, and soon alien monsters begin terrorizing the city and attacking civilians. In the chaos, Sam is thrown against a wall and loses consciousness. Sam wakes up, with Frodo by her side, in a shelter along with Ruben, Henri, and other survivors. Sam embraces Ruben, and they overhear a military broadcast instructing everyone to stay put, as the aliens have been drawn away from the civilians. Sam avoids detection and tries to catch up with Frodo, who accidentally brushes past a bell and attracts an alien. Ruben tries to devise a plan to return to the hospice, but Sam insists on going to Harlem to get pizza from Patsy's. Up on the rooftop, Sam, Ruben, and Henri witness the military bombing bridges, effectively cutting off all means of entering or exiting the city. One of the survivors starts to panic, and while Henri attempts to calm him down, the man nearly screams loudly enough to draw attention. To prevent this, Henri slams the man's head against a wall, killing him. A backup generator kicks on, creating a loud noise. Ruben rushes to shut it off, and in the process, his shirt gets caught on something, causing it to tear. The noise is sufficient to lure an alien, which then swiftly kills Ruben, much to Sam's horror. The following morning, Sam takes Frodo and begins heading towards Harlem. Along the way, she encounters two children and shares her candy with them. The children overhear a military announcement stating that boats on the south side of the city are evacuating survivors, as the creatures are unable to swim. Sam turns and walks in the opposite direction of the crowd moving towards the boats, but the sheer size of the crowd draws the aliens, sparking another frenzy. Sam narrowly avoids being trampled before taking shelter under a car, though she nearly gets crushed by the vehicle before reaching safety. Frodo runs off to fetch water, where he encounters another survivor named Eric, an English law student who is deeply traumatized by the ongoing events. Eric follows Frodo back to Sam. As they begin walking, heavy rain starts to fall, allowing them to converse more quietly. Sam urges Eric to head to the evacuation boats, but he ultimately decides to accompany Sam back to her apartment to retrieve her pain medication. At the apartment, Eric discovers a book of poetry written by Sam, and also learns that Sam's father used to play the piano. The two let out cathartic screams as lightning flashes and thunder rumbles outside. The next day, Sam resumes her mission, reluctantly allowing Eric to join her. Sam inadvertently makes noise, forcing them to flee as the aliens approach. They race through a building, but Eric is able to divert the aliens' attention by throwing a rock through a car window, triggering the alarm. Sam and Eric then make their way into the subway tunnels and navigate through the sewers. They must outrun another alien before finally emerging, but Sam loses consciousness. Eric revives Sam in a nearby church, where they take refuge. While Sam rests, Eric ventures out to retrieve her medication. Frodo reappears, and they cautiously walk past the aliens without being detected. Eric successfully returns to Sam with the needed medication. During this time, Sam shares how her father would take her to Patsy's for pizza after playing piano at a nearby jazz club. The following day, Sam and Eric wake up and walk to Harlem, only to find that Patsy's has been destroyed by a fire. They then head to the local jazz club. Eric leaves to get pizza from another place, but wakes Patsy's on the box. He returns and entertains Sam by dancing and performing a card trick, which impresses her. Afterward, Sam and Eric spot some boats nearby and start making their way in that direction. Before they reach the boats, Sam grabs a crowbar and begins smashing the windows of nearby cars. As the aliens start running towards her, Eric and Frodo take the opportunity to get closer to the boats. Eric accidentally kicks a can, drawing the attention of the aliens, but he manages to jump into the water and reach the boats, where Henri and others pull him and Frodo aboard. In the pocket of his jacket, Eric finds a note from Sam. The note tells him to take care of Frodo and to thank Frodo for helping her and showing her how to live one last time. Alone on the streets of Harlem, Sam accepts that her death is imminent. She takes out her headphones and turns up the music to a loud volume, smiling as a creature approaches her from behind.